Hello and welcome to this video. My name is Bailey and I am a medical Reiki master, nurse practitioner, and I am doing a distance Reiki healing session today for you that's going to focus on alleviating symptoms associated with Lyme disease or any other autoimmune disease. This is requested from one of my viewers, so I hope this brings you some relief. I know if you are struggling with Lyme disease or an autoimmune disease as well, there's a lot of symptoms that are hard to treat, and it's still a bit of a mystery for in the medical Western system. So I know it can be very challenging. So I would highly recommend that you do work with your healthcare provider, but this is a complementary form of medicine, Reiki, so hopefully this will bring you some relief and some lovely ASMR relaxation as well. And so I'm just going to first have you start with laying down in either on a bed or sitting in a comfortable position. And we're first going to just take some nice deep inhales in through the nose and out through the mouth. And just think about melting into the surface beneath you. And we're going to start by grounding down into the earth just to give us that nice strong base energy from Mother Earth. So think about growing roots down either from your back or your feet, however you're lying or sitting. And just think about growing those down into the earth and sucking up that rich energy from Mother Earth. And then I'm going to light my healing candle. This was given to me by one of my Reiki master teachers, and I'm just going to go ahead and light it here. And this will be used to transmute any denser, heavier energy that we find today. So I'm just going to set this over here. And I do also have my lovely healing crystal that I always have with me at all times. She's always with me, and she's going to be just right over here to anchor in that positive healing energy. So I just want you to close your eyes now, and first I'm going to start at your head and work down, because with Lyme disease or other autoimmune diseases, you can have headache or mind fogginess or slowed thinking. So first I'm just going to start by bringing in the Reiki symbols and energy and starting with the healing at the top of your head. And I will say that if you think you have been bitten by a tick, if you have a bull's eye rash, if you think you have Lyme disease and you have not been to a medical practitioner yet, I highly recommend that you go get evaluated. The earlier you catch Lyme disease usually is better. So I would say to go get that checked out. So here we're just going to go ahead and get started. Shokare, 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 shokare. And then I'm going to use the distance Reiki healing symbol, Han Shaze Shonen. Time, Han Shaje Shonyen. And this allows me to send you healing through space and time. So we're going to start at your head. It's going to be releasing any tension, any headache, any inflammation of the nerves or spinal tissue. Also working on any facial paralysis that you might have, any palsy, and you may hear the little bird in the background. It's springtime and the birds are all waking up, getting Twitter baited. And I'm just sending this energy down into your neck now, into the throat chakra there, releasing any tension that you might have, and into your shoulders. If we have tension in our neck and shoulders, that can go up into our head and cause headaches, or it can go down into our arms and fingers and wrists and cause nerve pain or tingling or numbness, which can also happen with Lyme disease. So I'm just going to bring that energy down your arms onto your elbows. If you're having any arthritis pain there, arthritis is something that can happen with Lyme disease or with autoimmune diseases, so joint pain is very common. If you're watching this video, you probably are aware of that, so hopefully give you some relief with that today. And I'm just going to put both my hands around your elbow on the one side. And then I'm going to move down to your wrist on the one side with both my hands cupped around your wrist like this. And then I'm going to move on to your fingers and your hand. So I'm just gently holding your hand in my fingers, letting that healing Reiki energy into the tendons, the ligaments, the nerve fibers, the muscles, the bones, all of the connective tissue, filling it with light, with healing energy. It's actually quite strong. It's like it feels like I'm holding your hand in my hand. And I'm going to move back up to your other elbow here. So I'm just cupping your elbow in my hands. And the birds are back at it again. And I'm moving down to your wrist. And then I'm just holding your hand in mine, sending that healing Reiki energy again into all your fingers, all of those joints that can get congested, get painful. Just letting that energy flow into them. Give them some relief, some lubrication, some flexibility. And now I'm going to just move on to your spinal column. All of the nerves in the body branch out from the spinal column, so this is something that can get inflamed with Lyme disease or an autoimmune disease. You can have arthritis, inflammation, pain. So just moving that healing energy along the spinal column. Just moving it up and down. You may feel a bit of tingling now on your spine. I'm going to go back up to the neck area. Our neck gets a lot of strain. Text neck, computer neck. And it's such a delicate area, really. Give it a little extra love and attention. And just think about that Reiki going into all the joints, all the vertebrae, all the nerves. And the spinal column is what innervates the whole body. So all of this energy is going out through your nervous system all the way to every inch of your body. Sending out that healing energy. And now I'm going to go up and focus on your heart, because that is something that with Lyme disease, it can get inflamed with an infection. Lyme disease is caused by a bacteria, so the bacteria can cause inflammation in the heart. So I'm just going to use another Reiki symbol, Shanti, 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 Shanti. This is really gentle healing energy. It's going to go right into your heart space, calming those nerves, calming those cells, helping your heart to beat more efficiently with coherence, your brain and heart coherence. Keeping that energy field around your heart healthy, vital, and strong. I think we take for granted how amazing our heart is, both as a muscle and as an energy center. Think about ourselves as little Care Bears, shining our love out of our hearts into the world. Just shining that lovely pink and green heart chakra energy into you now. And I'm going to move on down to your hips to work with any arthritis that you might be having in your hips. So again, I've just got my hands cupped around your hip joint, sending that energy into the joint, working on the muscles, the connective tissues, the bones, the nerves, giving you that nice cushion lubrication so that your hip joint glides like it's supposed to in that ball socket. And I'm going to move on to the other side now. And you probably noticed that my setup today is slightly different. I'm really excited. I'm going to switch things up and think this is what I'm going to stick with. So I hope you like it. I hope you like the slightly dimmer setting. And yeah, I'm excited about it. More to come. And just want to give a shout out to my lovely partner. My boyfriend made that shelf behind me, so it's quite handy with the woodwork. And I'm just going to move down to put my hands actually on either side of your hips so you can feel that energy bouncing between my hands on both sides of your hips, moving through your pelvic girdle. Moving through all of that connective tissue, lubricating the joints, bringing healing to the cells, to the nerves, to the muscles, so that you can be in more comfort, more alignment, more stable, more grounded. And then I'm going to move down to your knee. So I've got one hand on the front of your knee, one hand on the back of your knee, and I'm just flooding that knee joint with healing Reiki energy. And you might hear the rain outside. It's now hailing outside. Life's like a box of chocolates in Ireland. You never know what you're going to get with this weather. And I'm going to go to the other knee. Again, just cupping your knee, both hands. One on the back, one on the front. And flooding you with this lovely Reiki energy. And I'm going to move down that same leg to the ankle joint. And then I'm going to move to your foot and your toes. So just cupping your feet or your foot and your toes in my hands. Sending that Reiki energy through to the joints, to the muscles, to the tissues. Flooding them with healing. And I'm going to move on to the other side. So going to your ankle. Both my hands wrapped around your ankle. Flooding it with healing energy to help heal, reduce pain, stabilize the joint, add lubrication to the joint. And I'm just moving down to your toes now, your little piggies. And you may feel some tingling in your toes as I'm working on them now, just to relieve any arthritis, help any nerve pain that you might have, any discomfort. Okay, and one thing that you may be suffering from if you have Lyme's disease is it can cause you to have a rash. Other autoimmune diseases can cause rashes as well. So I'm just going to do a general sweep over your skin, sending Reiki energy just onto the skin to help alleviate any symptoms, pain or discomfort or itching or any issues you might be having with the skin and a skin rash. And I'm just going to go back up again. And just flooding your skin. And another issue you may be dealing with if you have Lyme's disease is fatigue. So I'm going to just flood you with Reiki energy now. To help strengthen your body, strengthen your muscles, help your body use its energy more efficiently, help it heal from whatever's causing this fatigue, giving you deep rest that allows your body to regenerate itself. And I'm just going to move my hands down the length of your body, giving that same healing energy, and back up. And that is it. So thank you very much for your time today. I hope you enjoyed this session, and as always, please be gentle with yourself. Make sure you drink lots of water, and if you have any requests for videos, please put them in the comments below. And if you like my videos and my channel, please subscribe and expect more healing videos in the future. So thank you very much and take care.